Welcome to Curious Minds. In an age of Mars ambitions and space startups, NASA and its partners have set their gaze back on an old frontier, the Moon. This isn't just nostalgia, it's Artemis, humanity's next leap. The Artemis program is NASA's plan to return people to the Moon, build sustainable presence there, and use the Moon as a stepping stone to Mars. It's also a global collaboration. Europe, Canada, Japan, and others are on board. This time, it's not just about planting flags, it's about building infrastructure, orbital stations, lunar habitats, resource extraction, and a permanent presence. Artemis. I launched in November 2022, uncrewed, looping Orion around the Moon and back, proof of concept. Artemis II, scheduled for April 2026, will carry astronauts on a journey around the Moon but won't land yet. Artemis III, now targeted for mid-2027, is the mission where humans will finally step down onto the lunar surface again, this time aiming for the Moon's south pole. Future Artemis missions will add a gateway station in lunar orbit and more landings, slowly building a foothold in deep space. Artemis is projected to cost $93 billion between 2012 and 2025. Huge, right? But here's the perspective. The Apollo program cost about $25 billion in the 1960s. Adjusted for today, that's well over $150 billion. In other words, Artemis is running on roughly half the budget of Apollo, even though its goals are longer term and more ambitious. Why? Because Apollo was fueled by the Cold War. America wasn't just going to the Moon, it was racing the Soviet Union. That urgency justified blank check spending. Today, NASA's budget is leaner, politics are different, and Artemis has to achieve more with less. SLS rocket, NASA and Boeing's giant launcher. Orion spacecraft. Crew capsule by Lockheed Martin, powered by Europe's service module. SpaceX Starship HLS, the lander that will actually carry astronauts down to the surface. Lunar Gateway, a small orbital outpost jointly built with international partners. It's no longer just NASA. Artemis is a patchwork of governments, private companies, and allies. After Apollo ended, there was no geopolitical race left. Budgets shrank. Priorities shifted to the space shuttle, then the International Space Station. Meanwhile, the ambitions of Artemis are far bigger. Polar landings, reusable systems, long-duration stays. This is not Apollo 2.0. It's laying groundwork for Mars. And that requires caution, technology resets, and international cooperation. If successful, Artemis will mark the first time in half a century humans walk on the Moon. But unlike Apollo, they won't just visit, they'll begin to stay. This is the training ground for Mars, learning to live off Earth, mining water ice for fuel, building bases, creating a permanent human footprint beyond our planet. Artemis is not just about America, it's a statement for humanity, that even without a Cold War race, we still reach outward. That exploration isn't only about politics, it's about survival, curiosity, and legacy. This is just the surface-level story. If you're interested in a deep dive into Artemis, the politics, the tech, the risks, and the vision, an AI podcast episode with full discussion is coming soon. Watch this space. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe to Curious Minds.